Okay, we are here with, what's your name, sir?
Rocky Hernandez.
Rocky Hernandez. And to my understanding, you were in the armed forces, military
Military, yes.
for the
Army.
United States?
Army, U.S. United States Army.
United States Army. How long were you in the Army?
3 years.
3 years. Did you serve in any war?
Vietnam War.
Vietnam War. Okay, well, thank you for your service. So we are here in Tijuana, and my understanding that you've had a couple of interviews before with Telemundo, Univision. What were those interviews for?
The same. It's the same as my situation as far as deportation as a military person.
Okay, so basically, you served in the military
Yes.
in the Vietnam War, 3 years, and you got deported.
Yes.
Okay. How did it come? How did it come for you to get deported? What happened?
The only reason I got deported because my DUIs. I had DUIs, you know, and plus while I was in DUIs, every time I get stopped, I had a friend of mine with me, and we always get in fights with the police. You know, when they pull us over. Of course, the reason was because we were under the influence of intoxication. You know, that was the reason. We didn't give a shit. We didn't care. You know, and I didn't care because I think I deserve, you know, to be what I want to be.
Okay. How old were you when you got deported? Cause you were in like the rebel area time.
Yes, I was.
Where were you born?
I was born in Piedra Negra, Coahuila,
Okay. And you lived in the United States
all my life.
all your life since you were a baby.
I was 6 months old when I went. Excuse me. I was 6 months old when I went to the United States. I had never been to Mexico in my life. After
Never
that,
been in Mexico.
this is the first time I've been here. The first time here as a deported veteran. It's my first time I've been here in Mexico.
How hard was that transition when you got deported to
Well,
start your life here?
How can I say this? It is hard because how can you go to somebody's house and you don't know where you're at? You don't know the people there. You don't. It's very hard, because you don't know where you're at. Never been to this to a country that you've never been before, you know. And then they just put you there, you know. They put you there. So it was hard for me because of the fact, you know, because I didn't know where I was at in the first place. When they tell me, hey, you're home now. I'm home. What are you talking about, man? I'm home. I don't even know nobody here. How can you tell me I'm home?
So right after you got deported and you don't know nobody here, or did you have any family?
I don't have no family or friends here.
What did you do?
Well, at the border, right there at the border, when they let me go there, they told me you're home now. ICE did this to me. They told me that I had to go and get deported. And they told me you're home. I said, wait a minute. I don't know nobody here. They said, well, that's your problem, not ours. Our problem is to bring you here. He says, well, wait a minute. I don't even have no money. I don't have nobody, no friends, nothing. And they said, well, that's another problem.
They didn't care.
They didn't care. So there was a gentleman right there at the border, and he said, hey, I heard what you guys were doing there, and they really treat you bad. I said, hey, it's okay. He says, hey, don't worry about it. You know what? I'm gonna take you somewhere. You pay for my cab, for my fare cap. I didn't have no money, nothing. He says, oh, no, I don't, that's okay. I don't have no money to pay you back. Don't worry about it, he said. Don't worry about it. Because he's a person that used to work in San Diego and come back at night, work in San Diego and come back, but work at night. So he says, no, I don't have no money to pay you back. He says, here's my number. He says, here. Whenever you get money, just give me a call, man. Don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. And he told the back cab driver to take me to a migrant place at the Postal, a migrant place where they keep all the deported people. And there you can only stay there for 2 weeks. And when I got there, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and you can't get in there. You can't get in there. You want to get in there? Want to get in there? It has to be around 7 o'clock in the morning to go inside. I got there at 2 o'clock in the morning. They told me, you can't come in. What? So you have to sleep with the rest of the people right there on the sidewalk. And I look, I said, oh man, there was a row of people right there sleeping on the sidewalk. And I never in my life slept in the sidewalk. That was terrible. I didn't know what to do. I was, my mentality was going in different directions. Finally, the cab driver told the person in there, told me, you know what? He's a person who's military person, and they deported him, because he'd never been to Mexico in his life, and then, finally, about an hour of conversation, she went and told somebody, and somebody came over and talked to the cab driver of my situation, because I didn't even know how to speak Spanish. I never speak Spanish in my life. I don't know how to speak Spanish or read or write. So he told her, well, let him in. By the grace of God, they let me in, And they had a room for me. I stayed there. The next day, they told me you have to be processed. It's okay. I've been processed before, I didn't care. So they told me that I have 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
To stay there.
To stay there. In the morning, you got to get out there at 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Go out and look for a job. Get a job. All that money you get, you leave it here in the office because we're going to give it to you when you leave so you can have money. Okay? So I said, I don't know nobody here. I said, but you better go out there and look for somebody. Look for somebody. So I did. And I met this guy, and we hooked up, and he says, hey, yeah, I'll take you downtown, man. I got deported too yesterday, like you did. I'm going to Mexico City because I'm going to go see my family, but I got money. I don't have no money. Don't worry about it. I got money. I'll pay for whatever you need. And I'm thinking, oh no, I don't know. I don't know nobody in Mexico. They told me Mexico is dangerous when you come into this situation. He says, no, you know what? It's okay. Come on. He says, come on, let's go. Let's go downtown. I'll show you around. So finally, we came downtown, we walked around, and he was showing me. The next day we came again. He asked me, what do you do? What do you do for a living? Where do you work? How do you work? What kind of job do you do? I cut hair. So well, let's go around here and look for a shop. And a lot of people say, well, we don't need nobody right here right now and stuff like that. But I thought we needed license to cut hair here. He says, you don't need no damn license to cut hair here, man. You can cut hair right in the streets right there. I said, shit. All right. So, excuse me. So we started walking around and we came to this place right here, the third day, no, the second day. And I talked to Luis, I want to cut your hair. He says, you know what? I explained my situation. He says, come work tomorrow. Come to work tomorrow. Hey, well, wait a minute. I don't have no tools or nothing because they took everything. Don't worry about that. He says, we'll help you out somehow, one way or another. And I've been here ever since. Ever since the second week I was there, he says, they told me, you know what, we never give nobody the keys to this place. Nobody. Because we don't trust nobody. So we're going to give them to you. And I've been there ever since. And I run that place. A lot of people think that I'm the owner. I'm not the owner. I run the place because of trust. But I did a lot of. The reason I'm deported because DUIs.
How many DUIs do you have?
5.